This week, we made an extra $10,000 at my AI agency using the exact follow up system that I've broken down on the SUSA chart. And yeah, as you can see here, two $5,000 payments that we got completely from follow up. These are deals that we would have not gotten otherwise. So I'm going to show you guys my follow up system. It's simply broken up into two sectors. So we have pre call follow up and post call follow up. Pre call follow up is where you convert leads into sales appointments. So just people who didn't book the call themselves, reaching out to them and having them book the call. And then post call follow up is where you convert the non-closed appointments into deals. So people that we did have an appointment with didn't decide to move forward with us, but we reached back out and got a deal. Of these two, the first one actually came from pre-call follow-up and the second one came from post-call follow-up. So very applicable. Now, let's start with pre-call follow-up. So for example, this is our sales funnel that we actually use. So 150 patients in 90 days on a pay per result basis. And we have a little survey right here that just asks them a bunch of questions. Now, assuming the lead fills out the survey and does not self book within 2 minutes, we're going to add them to our ultimate booking flow. That's kind of what we called it at our company when we built it. But it's essentially three different systems that is going to try to reach out to them and get them booked into a sales appointment. The first system that we have is a Go High Level AI SMS appointment setter. So, on response, an AI bot with ChatGPT integration is going to take over the conversation. So, what you're seeing here is just like the initial message and what it follows up with if it actually doesn't get a response. But as soon as a response happens, the AI bot is going to just start going back and forth and eventually send the appointment calendar to book the lead into a sales call. So, the first message that we send is, hey, contact name, this is Abby with the business team. So, hey, John, this is Wyatt with XYZ company team. And then it waits zero point 0.1 minutes to seem like a real human is typing. It'll send another message saying, I noticed you filled out the calendar form and was approved to book a no commitment discovery call, but didn't end up selecting a time. I'm assuming this was a mistake, question mark, question mark. And if we don't get a response within an hour, we're just sending another follow-up, which is contact first name question mark. Then we wait 12 hours, you alive, LOL, wait another 24 hours. And they're like, well, this is awkward. If you wanted to book your discovery call, you can do it here. And you just put like the link for your calendar. Not everyone who applies gets approved for this call. So I'd definitely take this opportunity if I were you. So that's the SMS flow. Second thing we do is go high level automated email outreach. So we actually have Claude AI write all the emails. And basically, this is the prompt that I use to write all the emails that we use. So, can you generate 7 emails written like Dan Henry for my AI agency? I attached a PDF with all my agency's info in it, and the CTA is to book a free consult call. Here's the link to do so, and right here you'd put the link for them to book. And when I refer to the PDF attached, what I'm referring to is something that I call a one pager. So, this is very important for any type of online agency to have. It's essentially a one page Google Doc that explains your whole business. So, who your ICP or target audience is, what exactly your offer is, how you message this offer and actually describe it to a potential prospect, what the price is, if you have a guarantee, what it is, what your refund policy and stuff like that is. Having all that on one page that you can upload into these LLMs is super important because then you just don't have to type it, you don't have to copy and paste anything. You just have the PDF saved to your computer, you upload it in, put in a prompt like that, and Claude AI will generate a bunch of different emails for you. So the way it works is it's very simple. It's just email, wait a day, email, wait a day, email, wait a day for basically 7 days straight. We tried it for 14 days. We tried it for 30 days. We just found that after 7 days, the rate at which people would open the emails dropped off significantly. So it just wasn't even worth sending because we don't want to be like a Sharky company who's just like over sending and overextending our outreach to a point where it's just annoying to everyone involved, us and the prospect. So we keep it at 7 days. That's just what our data shows at the moment, at least. That could change in the future. Now, the final thing we do is phone call setting. A lot of people might be like, well, why don't you use an AI caller if you're an AI agency? What we found is as an AI agency, AI callers don't really work for us because in our ads, we talk about AI callers. So when they get an immediate phone call, they just make the assumption it's AI, and the AI can't have a true conversation or a normal conversation. For example, if we do a female voice, they're not having the real conversation. They're just going to ask the AI a bunch of stupid questions like, what color are your jeans? Just some stuff inappropriate sometimes too. It's just crazy. But the number one thing I gotta say here is speed to lead is number one. If you're gonna call leads, you gotta do it within 5 minutes of opting in. So we have this set up inside of our Slack channel where as soon as we get a lead, we basically have an entire channel dedicated to it with like the name, email, phone number. It tells you how much they're making per month, and it's like this person did not book a call. It usually waits like five-ish, not five, but like 3-ish minutes. So then we can try to get them in that 2-minute gap. So it gives them 3 minutes to book on their own. But if they haven't booked on their own within 3 minutes, we are immediately reaching out and trying to book them. Now, this is the appointment setting script that you would use, assuming you were going out and doing this. I'm not going to read through this whole script because it's a little bit long, but we'll kind of skim through it here on this video. So, intro and tie down. Hey, is this prospect name? Hey, prospect name, this is your name. How are you doing today? So, right here, you're just going in and making sure they remember who the company is, like, hey, just like building recollection of what they just opted in for. Then you're just setting the frame, so you're making it as if you're not just some sales guy reaching out to them. You're setting yourself up like you're a real executive at the company and you really know what you're talking about. Then you're information gathering, so in other words, this is like a discovery. So just asking them, hey, where are you now? Where do you want to be? You're chunking down on the problem, so really building pain, kind of twisting that knife to make that business owner feel like, okay, I actually have to make a change here. I can't continue to do what I'm doing right now. And then after that, we go ahead and find their dream goal. So we figured out where they are now. We built pain on where they are now. We figure out what their dream goal is, so where they actually want to be. And then we do a transition and pitch. So basically, we just transition and then pitch them on actually booking the call. Then after we book the call, we secure the spot. And then what we'll do is we'll do some pre-call tie down. So like, hey, before your call, make sure to check out XYZ video, make sure to check out this asset, and we'll just send them free resources to actually make them really like us as a company and build positive rapport. Now, the way we have this set up inside of Go High Level is this pipeline right here. So as soon as we get a new lead, obviously it sends that message inside of Slack, but we also add them to a pipeline as a fresh lead. And if we call them once and we can't book them or they don't answer, we'll move them to call attempt two. And then when there's nothing better to do, meaning there's no other fresh leads, the appointment setters that work for us will start calling the call attempt two tab. And then when that's empty and this one's also empty, then they'll go to free. And then after free, we just move them to dead lead. Once again, we've tried calling upwards of 7 times. We've just found that after 3 times, it's just not worth it for anyone involved. It's a waste of our time. And when the prospects do occasionally answer, but at that point, they're a little bit pissed off because we've been reaching out too much. So that's the entire pre-call process. Like I said, that's responsible for one of these $5,000 deals. Now, the other $5,000 deal is responsible for the post-call follow-up. So this one's really exciting. Now, before I dive into this, if you guys are scaling an AI agency or want to scale an AI agency, I would like to offer a free game plan call with me. Top link in the description of this video. Book a game plan call. It would be either be with me or my business partner if I can't make it. Number one, we'll give you a game plan. And number two, if you're open to it, we'll explain a little bit more of our private one-on-one mentorship program. So if you guys did want to get a head start in this AI gold rush and learn from people who've done it, us doing over $100,000 every single month with our agency, that option is there. But kind of jumping into the post-call flow, we have appointment no-shows and then we have appointment no-closes. So appointment no-shows, self-explanatory. It's people who didn't show up to the appointment. So the first thing we're going to do is a triple dial. So if somebody did not show up to that appointment, we'll wait about 10 minutes. We'll give them 10 minutes to show up. If they don't show up, we're using our personal phone numbers, not a CRM phone number, not a system number. We want it coming from a personal, real phone number on your phone. You're going to call them 3 times. If they don't answer the first time, call them a second time. If they don't answer second time, call them a third time. Reason we do this is no one calls 3 times unless it is a crucial emergency. Now, if they don't answer a first time and they end up answering on the third time, they might be a little bit pissed off when they find out that it's not a crucial emergency and it's just you trying to get them on the call. But an answer is better than no answer. Dealing with a mad prospect is better than dealing with no prospect at all. Now, second one is an SMS sequence that we add them to. And once a contact replies, a human actually takes over this conversation. So these are just like the follow-ups and initial messages that you're seeing here. Hey name, it's your name with your company. We had an appointment scheduled today for 3 p.m. EST, but it seems you couldn't make it. Then it waits 0.1 seconds. I'm assuming this was a mistake. Very similar to that last SMS flow because it works very well. Then we wait 1 hour, name question mark, wait 1 day, and then instead of sending messages, we start sending images. So we'll send memes. So for example, trade offer, I receive a response back, you receive advice to make you money. Fair? Then we wait another day and we'll send like another meme. Respond to my DM, keep on ignoring me. Then we'll wait another day. Respond to me or draw 25, you. And then we'll wait another day, me waiting for you to respond. It's like a skeleton on a bench. And we make all of these memes on a platform called ImageFlip. It's completely free. You guys can pause this video and go make them right now in theory if you wanted to, but you can continue watching because I got some more cool stuff to share. So that's an SMS sequence that we do. And then the final thing we do is just a short email with a reschedule link. So the subject line is our appointment, all lowercase, or the appointment is lowercase with no period. And you say, hey name, this is your name with your company name. We had an appointment scheduled today for 3 p.m. EST, but it seems you couldn't make it. Was really looking forward to speaking with you, but I get it. Life gets in the way sometimes. If you have a few minutes, I'd love to reschedule for another time this week. Here's the link to do so. And then you put the link to book that call again with you. To your business's success, your name sent from my iPhone. So I actually got this from a guy named Grant Cardone. If you guys have seen him, he does that with some of his emails. I was just reading his emails, and sometimes it says sent from my iPhone, makes it out like Grant personally messaged it. So that's what I like to do on these as well. And then when it comes to appointment no close, so that was the appointment no show kind of flow. This is the appointment no close show. So these are people who showed up to an appointment, but we were not able to close them and they are qualified. So on call, book a follow up less than a week away. That's number one thing you should do. If you're not able to close the appointment, book a follow up call in less than a week. Optimally the next day if possible, but no longer than 7 days. If it's longer than 7 days, show rate drops significantly, so it's not worth it. And then we'll also just have follow up automated pre call reminders. So, same way you would have like reminders when they book the call, we have follow up specific ones under the context of a follow up. So, opposed like, hey, our call's coming up, like, hey, I know last week didn't work, but our call's coming up, right? Hey, I know Wednesday didn't work, but our call's coming up. So the automations are actually done to fit the context of the follow up call. And if you still couldn't close them on that follow up call, 1 to 2 times a month we'll do something that I call a Hail Mary. So these are like random kind of reactivation campaigns that we'll do. And basically, how it works is, for example, this is one that we'll do. Hey, name, are you still interested in learning how we could help your niche business do your offer? So, hey, name, are you still interested in learning how we could help your plumbing business book an extra 150 appointments per month? If so, I could send a short document breaking down how it works. Let me know, question mark. And then what you do there is like you just send a free value doc that you can generate with like Claude AI or something. And then in that doc and on that SMS after they reply, like, yeah, I'd like the doc. Then you continue the conversation. Hey, by the way, would you be free sometime this Thursday? Just hop on a call so I could kind of break down what's in the doc for you so you can really get the most out of it. So that's one that we'll do. Or another one that's a little bit more direct is, hey, name, it's your name. I know we spoke not too long ago about working together to do XYZ. Is this still a priority? So I know we spoke not too long ago about how we could help your plumbing company, book 150 appointments per month. Is that still a priority? Just got off a call with my head of partner success. I think I have a strategy that would work really well for you given your situation. And then obviously, once they reply, a human goes in here and books them into a sales appointment. So, yeah, guys, that's the entire pre call flow. That's how we add an extra 10K to our agency this week. Now, I know I mentioned earlier, but I do run a private mastermind and one on one mentorship program. So, if you want to get the most out of a next year gold rush and get real mentorship from people who've actually done it and took the steps, walked the walk, then click the top link in the description, book a game plan call. On this call, I'll give you loads of value, completely free game plan. You can run away with it. But if you're interested, I'll also break down what the one on one mentorship actually looks like. And if you're a fit, I'll extend an invitation to join. So, like I said, guys, that's even 1% interesting. Click that link in the description, book that game plan call, and I look forward to speaking with you guys there. See y'all. Bye bye.